Yes, ma'am.
What if you want to be here but you can't afford it?
Two things. That's a good question. We all have to make choices. Again, with all due respect. You've seen the numbers. We want to make sure, but what I would say on that is, I've had to leave things, adult choices, because the lifestyle I wanted, I couldn't have the dream of that job. That's adulting. Then there were other opportunities that I think might be more in line for you. There are stretch assignments coming that are manager roles. But an organization, I had to learn this the hard way at Mosaic Youth Theater. It wasn't my job's responsibility to manage all aspects of my life. I knew what my job's pay schedule was when I went on. If that no longer is enough for me, it's not my job's fault. I have to make adult choices if my family grows or changes, and that's why we can't be putting pressure on Kenny going, you can't leave us. No, this is a business. It's like a family, but this is a business, folks. It's nonprofit, but this is a business. And I've had to say to my therapist, part of what my challenge had been, I wanted my job to give me things that was not my job's responsibility to give me, so I was never going to be satisfied. That's just the hard, I had to learn that lesson. Now, and for someone like you specifically, as we continue to grow, and this is why all this matters, because one, if we don't raise $1 million, what you have right now can't stay. I want to be very clear. That covers this budget and the positions that we have in there. We have an additional position for your department, I think additional position for you. We've been thoughtful. But the growing, even growing, that means we've got to bring more in. This is just getting us where we are right now. What's the additional staff we're bringing in. But what that also means is that, and as Andrea makes her move, and Omari moves, and Sylvia moves, and you continue to do, again, breathtakingly stellar work coming in from the beginning, two things. Not our responsibility to change your current salary that you agreed to when you came, but you are talented. There's a director, a manager, we're adding new things, and part of what you can do, you create your own journey. So right now, if there's a job that has a value proposition that brings in your talent, that maybe Andrea, once we see, Andrea's our interim, that changes, we can create our own destiny versus saying, I want more. Build it. Build it. If ever there was a leader for you to have that with, it's me. I got many challenges, I promise you. If you build it and give me a plan for it, I will go find money for it. But saying I just want more for the sake of I deserve it, my background, my mom would always say to me, this has nothing to do with you. My mom would say this, we're Hillmans. It never comes easy. And my mom would say to me, you need to understand, walk in with grace, walk out with grace, do your job, but they don't owe you your happiness. And I'm not saying, that's it's hard lesson because I didn't understand it, and literally I was like, I would get the money, I would get this, but I was accepting my job to fill spaces that it's not my institutional job's place to do. But I would say to all of us, what makes that easier is if we honor each other and respect each other. I'm going to honor Andrea enough to go, hey, I don't love any of these edits, but instead of just saying that, I'm going to go, that's not true. I only have really two when I get over that big word. At 10:22, can you just cut that to 10:23? So one, to make sure my words are not going to cause her undue harm. Instead of just saying I don't like it, just go, here are the two, literally two. The rest of it is great. And then in Andrea's or Omari's or Sylvia's case, Sylvia comes in and goes, I want this. I want to create a way to have it. And that was a conversation when I first got here. We didn't know that we were going to have this and need it. But because she's in the game, in the arena, as soon as that opportunity became available, we were like, oh. And Madeline, I know this for you. And again, I say to folks, buckle up. Because 6 months ago, we didn't have a few of the supervisors and the manager we have in this room right now. But yeah, I don't want to complain anything. I want us all to win, but I also want us to do it with a real clear understanding of what we can do. I'll be the first one to do it, but we've got to be clear. There's some things that it's not. Those are choices I have to make with my family, not my job. All right, thank you everyone. 12:08.